everybody, how are you? I'm here for one simple little thing. For those of us who are super oily, like I am, especially in my T-zone, people are always asking what is good for keeping the oil under your makeup and not coming through, if not at all. I will say I found a really good remedy. And although it prolongs my oil from coming through significantly, I won't say it doesn't keep it from coming through at all. But, it's worked for me, because usually if I just use a regular primer like my drugstore and or my, higher end primers, the oil will stay at bay, I would say at least for 4 hours at least, before it really starts showing through. But with what I'm using now, it doesn't come through for at least 8 hours or so. And when it does come through, it does not come through to the point where I look like an oil slick. So it still comes through, but it just gives me more of a dewy look and not this super oily, like I've been running around and stuck my face in Vaseline. So, as always, you want to moisturize. I use Cetaphil DermaControl Oil Control Moisturizer with Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is the only thing that I like because it does not come, it absorbs, I will say that. Usually moisturizers will push right back out of my skin. So this is the only thing that I like. And of course you want to let that sit for a while, let it absorb, let it sink in. And then the other thing that I do, and a lot of people think I'm silly for this, but it works, it really works, is I use Milk of Magnesia, Phillips brand. You may try an off-brand. I have not tried an off-brand yet, like Target's Up and or Equate from Walmart. But you want to use the original flavor, not any of the flavored like the strawberry, or I don't know if they have any other flavors, but those don't work nearly as well as this. But you just want to put a thin little layer on your skin. And I just use, and you have to shake it up really, really, really good. So shake it up every time. And all you need is what's in the cap. And then I put the little cap that comes on top of the cap on here to keep the air from getting in and drying it out. So just take a little bit on your finger. And then I just kind of pat it here and there. And then I'll rub it in here, just, you know. Definitely want to do this on your T-zone, or wherever you get oily. And usually when it dries, you may see a little white patch or anything, but we're going to go over it with something else, so if you get a white patch, you know, it comes up chalky, don't worry about it, we're going to cover that up. So, definitely want to get the corners of my nose, because that gets really oily too. Of course, right here, I get really oily, so definitely gonna put a little bit here. And of course, being Milk of Magnesia, it's not gonna do anything. It does, at least it doesn't break me out. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's really, really nice at soaking up oil and keeping it from, you know, really, really showing through my skin. If you want, you can do another layer. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on you. Like I said, all you really need is a little bit of that thin layer that's on your cap. You really don't need to dump any out, and because then you just end up wasting it. And this is something I've been doing for a couple of years, and it really, really works. You may ask in my, you know, some of my previous videos why I look so oily. Is because I wasn't doing this because I was reviewing other products. I wanted to see how something else would work. But this is usually about $3 or $4, maybe $5 depending on where you are. I'm not sure how much it would be in Canada or anywhere else, but you want this or something, you know, to that extreme. And this is usually, I want to say about $11, and I get this at Walmart. So, okay, the next step, which isn't just another addition to the routine to keep me from getting oily. Most people will use like a primer for you know, your pores and stuff, like a pore diminishing primer. Some of them, like I've seen, like the new baby, or, you know, baby face, I think is what's called. It's Maybelline. But it's just a clear silica primer. And then I know Rimmel has one too. And as of late, I was using the Bare Minerals primer. But I'm using, can you believe it, chafing cream. Just regular chafing cream. It works. It's awesome. It's also silica based, so it'll help diminish the look of your pores. You just need a tiny little bit. And you can stipple it in like I do with my fingers, just to kind of fill in the pores a tiny bit. But because it's a different formulation and it's meant for chafing, it really, really keeps that barrier between your oil and your makeup. So your oil will just, yeah, I absolutely love it. I can't even talk. I'm so excited because it works. And I get oily in here too, like right around the temples. It just amazes me how oily I get. And I do my brow bone a little bit because, like, when I do my eyebrows, after a while it looks like I've, you know, what I usually do for my brows, it looks really oily. I'm going to spread that around a bit first. Then you stipple. Stipple, stipple, stipple. Just to kind of fill in those pores. I missed the spot. It wasn't all the way absorbed. Okay, I'm going to just a little bit more for the cheeks because I know I put some in, but it wasn't a lot of product. And that's basically it. I'm going to keep stippling, but this is what I do. After you just let it dry, let it sink in, and then go on with your regular makeup routine. For me, it lasts a good 8 hours before your oil starts to come through a little bit. Like I said, it won't be much, but it'll still come through. There's only so much you can do. And your body's just going to keep producing the oil. So, but this works for me. It's absolutely amazing. Give it a try. You don't have to get this. This was actually, I think, $14, and I got it at Catherine's. I know Monistat makes their own chafing gel, and it's clear. This comes out white, but theirs is clear, and it's like $6. So that's a good alternative to this particular chafing gel. So those are my suggestions. I really hope you try it. If you're oily, give it a try, see what you think. If you have any other suggestions, comment below, and as always, subscribe and then thumbs up the video if you like it. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye!